we are going to talk about the density of oil in water. And you are going to have no clue what we're talking about. That's okay.
Yes.
So, you heard about on the news where they talked about the oil spills a long time ago?
Yes.
No or yes?
No.
Okay, well there was a big oil spill. Where does oil come from? Do you know?
Boats and cars and
That's what we use it in. Do you know where it comes from?
the grass.
The ground.
I was about to say dirt.
It comes from the ground. And sometimes we get it from the ground in the ocean. So, and sometimes we just transport the oil overseas on boats and stuff. And sometimes there's a spill. Well, when there's a spill, stuff like this happens. Is that good?
What is that?
That was a bird. And it's covered in oil. Is that good?
No.
No.
It could kill the bird.
It could kill the bird.
Because if it gets in its lungs, they could suffocate.
Yeah. And it makes the water like that. See all this brown? That's oil.
No more boats.
No more boats? Alright. Well, we are going to try to figure out why this happens. Anybody know?
Because of mud.
Because of mud? Maybe so.
Because people are very careful when they're going on boats.
Sometimes, maybe.
Because of
But do you know why the oil stays separated and doesn't mix into the water?
I guess it's just the powers.
The powers? Well, we're going to talk about that.
What about
So, we just have a water bottle with water, and we dyed our watercolors, right?
Yep.
Yep. Everybody got to pick their own color.
Mine's purple.
Yours is purple.
Green. Mine's red.
All right. So, what we're going to do, we're going to use this funnel, and we're going to one at a time so we don't have a big mess. Dump the oil into the water.
Oh.
Tristan, let me help you next, okay?
Hi. Wow. That's a very deep red.
Very deep red.
Uh-huh. That's a very yellow red.
Oh, yeah?
It's nice. I figured it out.
Okay, Luke, do yours. Take the lid off your bottle. We're making a little bit of a mess.
I
So,
think I figured out how.
how what?
How the oil is not changing. Because of the bubbles in the water.
You think so?
It's making it stop. Ooh. Holy. Yellow, red. Mine's yellow and red.
Yours is yellow and red.
It's messed up.
Yep. Hold on.
Mine's messed up. Mine's even up. The yellow's even on the top. And this one's
Put
got
the lid
heels. Can we say? Whoa, that was really close. Mom, can we say?
Put it all in there, Tor.
That's strange. Can we say?
A second.
Whoa. Whoa. That is cool.
Alright. Lids on there. Make sure they're on there really tight.
They all. We're gonna shake.
Did I put it on there really tight, Tristan?
Yes.
Alright. Shake it up.
Oh, good.
Okay, is it mixed up, do you think?
Yeah, mine's messed up.
It kind
It's
of made
mixed
mine
up.
turn kind of bluish.
It turned
It
bluish?
turned mine aquamarine.
So what do you think's happening right now? Do you think it's mixed up, or do you think it's going, what do you think's going to happen?
I think
It looks like it's
it's
floating
gonna
back
be-
up to the top.
I
What?
think it's gonna.
What's floating back up to the top?
The oil, because see, look, it's starting to get a little bit yellow at the top of
It
it.
is.
It's starting to go all the way up the heat. Because the water is so strong, when it sinks up, it pushes the oil back up and makes it float around.
You think so?
Yes.
Maybe the water is heavier than the oil.
The oil has less density.
Density is, what do you think density is, Luke?
I think density is. I think density is the water that
What do you think density is?
I think density is the stuff that's making it float back up, like how people can float on water.
Okay. Tori, what do you think density is?
I think density is.
Tristan, what do you think density is? Red water. Density is how much a liquid weighs. Like it's how thick it is. Does that make sense?
And how do people float on water?
That's buoyancy. That's something different.
I think that's.
You think it's cool?
From what
So-
I think it's.
What if people float on red water?
Then they'll float on red water.
And what if they fall?
I don't know. All right. So we've got our oil and water mixture. So do you think that every single time we shake it that it's going to separate again?
No.
You don't think so? You think it'll eventually mix up?
I think you'll float back up again.
So you think it's always going to separate?
Oh,
you think
you
it's always
have
gonna
told
separate?
mine.
Tristan, do you think it's always going to separate?
Mm-mm.
Do you think it's going to stay mixed up together? Well, what's going to happen, the oil is less dense than the water, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean it's thicker or thinner?
Thinner.
Heavier or lighter, I mean?
Lighter.
Lighter?
Yeah.
Lighter. So what do you think would happen if we dump some alcohol on top of it? Like rubbing alcohol?
It'll float too.
You think it will? Why?
Can we try that?
I don't have any.
Because
Sorry.
it has the same stuff of like olive oil.
Do you think it's got the same stuff or do you think it weighs less than olive oil? It's less dense than olive
Less
oil.
dense.
You think it's less dense?
I think like kind of oil and alcohol made out of the ground. Both
I think if we pull it outside,
kind
the
of.
Oil
grass
is made out
will
of plants.
red.
Well, I think the alcohol.
I see if we all missed all
Really?
the toes up,
Okay.
Mom, if we missed all the toes up, I would take then and we pulled it in that grass. I would take it with toes, all of it red,
All of it red? Maybe so.
and even the whole place red.
So, keep recording. We're gonna do one more little thing.
Don't
We're gonna take a little bit of dish soap and dump it in here and see what happens, just to see.
I think it's gonna sink or make bubbles.
You think so?
Can we shake it?
Okay.
I think it's gonna make bubbles no matter what.
What?
Never mind, it didn't make much bubbles.
What happened?
It's sparkly.
It's sparkling.
See, the water is sparkly.
Let's make sure you got the lid on there good. Okay, there you
Oh, mine's pink.
go. Yours is pink.
The dish soap is rising up.
It is.
Mine is
See, look,
up.
that's the dish soap, and there's the oil.
No, the dish soap and oil both are.
Look at mine. See, I didn't mix mine up and shake it. You see where the dish soap went in?
Yeah, because it's kind of bubbly.
It made a clear path in there, right?
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
the
did
Dawn's dish
mine.
soap is kind of cleaning it out.
It is, because it's a grease fighter, you see? See how it got clear in there?
We should pour some of that Dawn's dish soap
Mine
into the ocean.
Well, you know what they do?
It's fine. You'll
They
always
put it on animals
They
that get
do.
oil.
They do put it on animals that get oil.
'Cause
That's
there's
one of the main things that saves them. So, we need oil, right? Because,
Oh.
what was it you said?
cars.
You said we need it for cars, for gas?
Lawnmowers and airplanes and boats.
Right, we need it for those things. So, what do you think we could do to keep oil spills from happening and to keep animals from being hurt like that? Any ideas?
Not
I
put
think
the
they-
oil in the ocean and not use very much.
But if the oil comes from the ground in the ocean, what are we going to do?
Clean the ground.
Clean the ground how if it's in the ocean?
No more boats.
No more boats. Oh no.
We could use canoes
We could use canoes.
and a kayak.
can think of lots of reasons why we need water.
What about ice?
We need water so that we can survive, and if we get oil in it, we can die.
Okay, lots of reasons why we need boats. Because we ship things, fishing, we ship things too, lots of things. So, if we didn't have boats,
The mail wouldn't really get to them.
the mail wouldn't get to them? Probably not. We could use airplanes for that, but that uses oil.
It could have an oil.
We can provide an airplane for not having oil
Oh, oh,
Okay, but you're still going to use oil.
leaks.
Oh,
Make different
trap.
kinds of oil that doesn't
Oh.
involve.
Make a giant
Oh,
airplane.
Make it like water and vegetable oil.
Water and vegetable
Take
oil.
a giant battery and put it in an airplane. Every time the battery runs out, they can put another giant battery in it, and it's remote control.
Okay.
if it was humongous like this, then you would put a battery like this in there.
Yeah, maybe so. So, which is heavier, oil or water?
Water.
Water.
Water's heavier
Look at
than the
mine.
oil.
And then
And is it going to stay mixed up?
Yeah,
Mine's
no.
No.
My
See,
always.
look at mine, water. And
My-
then oil.
my
The
oil.
oil looks sparkly, and then the Dawn's dish soap is bubbly. You didn't shake yours, Mom.
I did shake mine. See, I got soap suds in there.
Mom, my oil is big strong.
Yeah. So, Luke.
Yes.
Yes. Sit up in your chair. Do you think that eventually that the water and the oil will mix up and
Yes.
stay mixed up?
No.
No.
Is the oil going to change how light it is?
No.
Is
No.
the water going to change how heavy it is?
No.
No.
No, sure isn't.
No.
Dish soap is going to stop the oil from the ocean.
You think so?
Mom,
I bet
you
we
can
didn't put enough dish soap in there to counter all that oil. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right.
We could take those big gigantic ones that we used to buy with the handles, and then we could dump some in the ocean.
That would take a lot of dish soap. It
No,
would-
airplanes instead of having gas leaks, they can have Dawn dish soap leaks.
Okay. All right.
Same with boats.
Okay. All right. That is oil and water density.